What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. Even though I didn't really care for this Sunny scene with him, Lenny, Phyllis, Elijah, I really didn't care for it, honestly. But I do agree with Sunny. I feel like Elijah is definitely somebody not to trust. Um, I don't feel like he's trustworthy. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's shady. He offered them a very too good to be true lucrative deal. Basically, he'll buy the bar from them. He'll let them continue to run it until they're ready to retire, and then he'll take over. I find that too easy and too simple and too clean. I don't see that happening. Something tells me he's a snake, and as soon as they sign those papers, he's gonna kick their ass up out of there. And because he is a developer, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to develop it and make it to something more money making for him. There's no way he's gonna spend that kind of money on that bar and just let them run it. Nah, 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 nah. I mean, you do get decent people in the world, but I don't think he's clean. And you can tell Sonny has an instinct about the guy. So, of course, Lenny and Phyllis being business people, they're going to think about it because, hell, it's a lucrative deal. Why not? It's money on the table for them. But, I'm glad Sonny told them not to make any decisions until he comes back because he's trying to get into this poker game, hoping to win some money so he could help them out of that financial jam. So that way they wouldn't have to sell their place. I'm just ready for this little mess to be over with Sonny. Like this amnesia story has gone on way too long. I mean, it hasn't gone on too long, but it's like if you've seen one amnesia story, you've seen them all. So it's like, let's hurry up with this mess. So anyway, moving on from that, Jackie basically went by Anna's house to see Finn, and Anna's still regretful about the part she played in the wedding fallout. Because now she has regrets. She wished that she would have talked to Finn before all of this to warn him about what was gonna happen at the wedding, and that the wedding might not happen. My thing is, shoulda, woulda, coulda. You had every opportunity, Anna, to tell that man what was going on. You chose to keep it from him. You chose to partner up with Valentine on this. That was your choice. It was your choice to do. It's you can have all the regrets you want, but you can't go back in time and change it. So all you gotta do is move forward and figure out how to get Finn to accept your numerous apologies and to forgive you. That's the only thing you can do at this point. And when her and Jackie were talking, it made Jackie realize that she doesn't want the same outcome for her family that Anna had with hers. Um, Gregory, I felt bad for Gregory. I really did. I felt bad because he went all these years, even though nothing changes between him and Chase, because he's still gonna see Chase as his son. No matter what the DNA results are gonna say, he doesn't care. But he's pissed off because he spent all these years blaming himself for something that he didn't even do. Like he's upset about that. Like he's been carrying that guilt for decades, missing out on his oldest child's life, and Finn was to blame for a lot of this shit. I mean, I'm not, I do believe that Gregory did marry Jackie quickly after his wife passed. I believe that. But, and I do believe Finn is still upset about that. But for you to sit there and sleep with that man fiance, sire a child with her, maybe, maybe not, and to just make your father beat himself up over this all these years and be upset with him for all these years or pretend to be upset with him for all these years, come on now. That's too much. And I wouldn't blame Gregory if he didn't forgive Finn right away. I wouldn't blame him. Because that's a hard pill to swallow. And Chase is pretty much in the dark about all this up until now. Because he came in at the tail end of the conversation, wondering what the hell they were talking about. And then, when Finn was about to leave, he was giving Finn his phone, and he noticed that Finn got a text about some DNA results. And he noticed that Jackie has been calling Finn nonstop. So he's wondering what's up with those test results. Finn, of course, keeps trying to lie, but Finn is a horrible liar. Um, he keeps trying to lie, talking about something, oh, that's work related. Chase wasn't buying that shit. Chase was not buying it. He knew something fishy was going on. And he kept grilling him about it. And you know Gregory was standing right there, not stopping the conversation, because Gregory, I don't think he cares if he probably wants the truth to come out. He probably does, but I don't think he wants to be the one to tell it because he feels like it's probably not his truth to tell. So of course Jackie comes in and she's ready to tell the truth. She's ready to tell Chase everything, and Finn is trying to stop her. But you know what? Jackie was like, "Nope, this lie has gone on too long. It's time to let the cat out the bag." Because at the end of the day, it's obvious Chase was gonna find out one way or the other. Whether they told, somebody accidentally said something, he stumbled upon something, one way or the other, the truth was gonna come out whether they said it or not. It don't make a bit of damn difference at this point how you slice it. He was gonna find out. Um, because Finn tried to get over to Elizabeth's house to comfort her about Franco and stuff. So, but I'm like, yeah, that's gonna have to wait, bro. You need to, you know, give Chase some answers at this point because the boy do deserve them. Um, so anyway, of course, Elizabeth, she keeps blaming Jason for this. And at the end of the day, I can't really blame her for thinking that Jason did this because why would she think anybody else would do it? When she already knew that Franco went to Jason about killing him if things went left. So, of course, her mind is embedded on Jason being the killer, even though she didn't see him do it. And my whole thing about Elizabeth is she came in right after Jason came in. So, if Jason were to shoot him, wouldn't she have heard a shot? I'm just saying, she would have heard it. Um, and when Sam came by to check on her and stuff like that, Sam basically, she felt like Sam was taking Jason's side on this as usual. Um, because Sam couldn't believe that Jason would kill Franco. So of course Liz took it as, oh, you're believing Jason is innocent and yada yada yada. So of course she was pissed about that. Um, because Liz took it as Sam was blaming Franco for this. So Sam was like, all right, I'm gonna leave. Like Sam just was like, I'm all right, I'm gonna head out. I ain't even about to argue with you. I ain't even about to. The only reason Sam couldn't believe it because she knows how Jason is. She knows his style. And this is what I've been saying. Jason's not going to kill somebody, number one, leave behind any type of trace of evidence. He's not going to stand there and call an ambulance for the person that he allegedly shot. He's not going to do that. Who's dumb enough to do that shit? World's dumbest criminal. Jason's a little too slick and too smooth for that. He's a thinker. He knows how to maneuver. Um, Sam genuinely went there to, comfort Elizabeth and see how she's doing. That's the whole reason why she went. She didn't come near to fight with her and cause her no pain, no problems. That is not why she went there. Um, so of course, I felt bad for Cam. You know, he basically wanted the same outcome that Trina got. He wanted that outcome for himself. He was hoping that Jason was faking Franco's death or helping Franco to fake his death to protect him. That's what he was hoping for. The same way Taggart did for Trina, he was hoping that he would have got the same outcome. So they were trying to hack into the computer system at the hospital to see if, there was any evidence to support what they thought. Um, but they couldn't get in. And of course, Terry saw them running around the hospital, seeing that they were poking around the hospital. So of course she called Liz, like, yeah, the kids is running around the hospital doing X, Y, and Z. Get your ass here. Um, so they decided to go down to the morgue. Jocelyn stole a badge, went down to the morgue, got the mortician to get up out of there. The coroner, whoever, got them to leave. He found Franco's drawer that's supposed to have his body in it, and it was Franco. He looked inside, he saw Franco's body, touched his face, and the way he just collapsed. Um, like Cameron just basically collapsed in shock. Tears down his face. Like, I felt super bad for Cameron. William Lipton is such a dope young actor. Like, to pull these emotional scenes off, like to portray that, yo, that's pretty dope. Not a lot of people, especially at that age, can pull that off. Um, with such meaning behind it. But he did his thing. He definitely did. Like I know it was hard, for him to see Franco like that. You know what I mean? And he had once he heard Elizabeth coming in, he had to hurry up and like try to close it up so she wouldn't see it. I felt horrible for him. But he had to, face the fact that Franco really is gone. Like he's not coming back. Um I felt horrible for him. But it's good that, he had his mother there. It's good that they all had that support system. Trina, Joss, Terry, they were all there, to comfort and be there for them in their time of need. That was always good. Um, so moving on from that, Carly, of course, has to make everything about Carly. She's worried about Jason being framed or, accused of killing Franco or whatever because she's worried about losing Jason. Oh, because I need you. And of course, Carly, everything's about you. But I'm pretty sure his children need him a lot more than you do. Just saying. Like, So Sam arrived or whatever. Thank God Carly left. Bye bye. Because Sam wanted to hear out of Jason's mouth for herself that he did not kill Franco. Um, but Jason basically told her that he found Franco like that. He did not kill him. He found him that way. She should know Jason's style by now. Like, come on now, Sam. You know how Jason executes people. He would never just blindly go in there and do it. But he knows who did it though. Jason definitely knows that Peter did it because he knows that Peter had motive, and that's exactly what Jason told Carly. Peter had the motive to do it, and he had something to hide because he knew that Franco had Drew's memories, which can point the finger at Peter being the one who helped with the whole kidnapping and all that foolishness, and he wanted to, of course, keep it quiet. So of course he had him took, but Jason, he gonna figure it out. He gonna handle it. But Sam wants him to be careful because this is a deadly game at this point. You don't know what Peter can do next. You don't know who he's gonna call to hire somebody maybe to try and take out Jason at this point. You never know what Peter's gonna do. He's desperate, and desperate people do desperate things. So Jason definitely need to be a little careful. Jason's smart though. But when you're dealing with somebody like Peter, you don't want to underestimate them because you never know what they may do next. But overall, this was a pretty good episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it, and I will see you all later. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.